Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back to another Pokemon Unite video. Finally, we got our boy Blastoise. Blastoise is finally in Pokemon Unite. I mean, at the end of the day, if you play favoritism of Blastoise, you will enjoy the Pokemon. I personally think he is super underwhelming, but that's just me. I mean, they brought him in as a tank. You know what I mean? I thought they were trying to delay Blastoise because he needed like a new buff or rework or change his abilities or something. No, he's the same essentially from when he was first revealed in the previous beta. You know what I mean? He's the same Pokemon. Super fun though. Don't get me wrong, super fun. His jungle clears is actually really good. Now I played him in top lane, I played him in bot lane, I played him with different supports Pokemon, I played him with other attackers, I played him with Talonflame in bot lane. You know what I mean? Like, I've had my fair share of wins and losses with Blastoise. I mean, again, I really love the Pokemon. I also think he's for me. Now, as a defender type Pokemon, like as a tanky dude, he is super tank, dude. Like, he can take a lot of punishment, which is actually really good. I mean, his role isn't necessarily like to be an assassin, if that makes sense. I've tried every single item build you can possibly think of. I've used Buddy Barrier, I've used Spec Lenses, I've used the crit items. We've got Shell Bell. I've used every different mix that I can think about using on him. Going full tank, going full DPS. I think full tank is the way to go. I think if you're jungling, Scope Lens actually helps you clear like a lot faster. But when it comes to like a mix, you possibly do anything with Buddy Barrier on, you can do it quite well with him. As long as you come into the game with the mindset of you're not here to, like carry the team in a 1v5 hero. That's not your job. You want to sit here and you want to play him, again, play him as not necessarily a tank, but maybe a secondary tank with crowd control. That's the way I look at it. His abilities also seem a little bit underwhelming. But again, that could just be me. Like, his Surf is okay. If you played Nami from League of Legends, it's kind of similar to her Surf. I feel her Surf does a little bit more, personally. But it's pretty much the same concept as that. His Surf is not as good as Slowbro's. I think Slowbro has the best Surf in the game. Besides, I guess, Greninja, I guess you could say, because, execute, whatever. But his Water Spout ability is actually really strong. Considering you can activate Water Spout while you're inside Rapid Spin, you can activate Hydro Pump while you're inside Rapid Spin. I think Rapid Spin is probably one of the best abilities in the game, personally. Just because it allows you to spin, deal damage, and cast your abilities all at the same time, and move. And you cannot be crowd controlled. Unless, Slowbro activates his Unite move on you, per se. But it's so good. And again, if you couple this Pokemon with like a healer and use Focus Band, like you saw my HP go from 0 to 100 just like that. It's really good. And that aspect when you have a decent team. He's a lot of fun to play though. Now in this bot lane here again, we have a Lucario. So these objectives, like getting these Dreadnoughts and stuff, is a lot easier than what it should be normally. Just because Lucario has Pirate Punch. As you can see, he can clean up. As long as he has someone that goes in with him, being the tank, or the CC tank, I guess you could say, as what Blastoise is, you can do a lot of work. I'm sorry for the delay in the video for today. I mean, I should have had this out this morning, when he first came out, but today is my mom's birthday, so I had to go celebrate that, That was a lot of fun. Don't get to see my mom's that often, so we had to stop by and give her some presents and stuff. Also, we did get a really bad storm again. Last night, we had a huge thunderstorm. And then this morning, essentially, it felt like people were throwing buckets out their windows. There's so much water outside. We got those flash flood warnings and everything. We went into the old town and going shopping a little bit. We got stuck indoors waiting for it to calm down for a little while before we actually went back out. This hurricane is no joke, guys. Hopefully everyone else can stay safe. Uh-ohs. Now, I know there's other Pokemon coming out right now. We're getting Sylveon and Mamoswine. I'm super stoked for Sylveon. Aren't we all, though, right? Let's be honest. Memo Swine I'm actually a lot more keen on and I'm ready to play. I didn't really care about Blastoise personally. Don't hate me for that. Like, personally, I think he walks, his animation when he walks is kind of funny to me. I'm not really a fan favorite of tanks, you know what I mean? Like, I like to deal damage. I'm not saying he doesn't deal DPS, but you know what I mean. He's not for me. Now, I will be honest. Throughout the tanks that we do have in this game right now, he's definitely number one when it comes to the fun factor and what he brings to the team. I think he's up there with Snorlax and, what do you call him, Slowbro. Now, when it comes to this pure tank, I think Snorlax probably has him beat. But this man has so much crowd control, it's a lot of fun. When I say crowd control, it's more so like his abilities do slows and his ultimate goes off. It does knock up. Now, you also have the fact that he is super tanky, so he can be very, very annoying. As you saw, I pushed off the enemy team off their objective, so my team could cap. I knew I was going to die for it, but at the same time, we got the cap. That's fine. My team didn't die for it. I did. That's okay. But yeah, man, this Pokemon is a lot of fun. If you guys haven't got Blastoise yet, if you guys are still debating on it, I would say hold off unless you want to go into that defensive tank role. If you want to play a tank, definitely go for it. He does have a slow lane. Like when you're playing in lane with another Pokemon down here, his lane presence is not that great depending on your teammate. Because again, you know what you're going to do as a person, as a player. You know your next move. You know what your teammate's going to do. You don't know if your teammate's going to back you up. And sometimes you feel like you need that a little bit of extra oomph, you know, to get that kill. But other than that, being at every objective, just being a wall, you're pretty good at that. You suck up some damage. And your ultimate does a lot of work too with Buddy Barrier. Keep that in mind, guys. Like, it does so much damage. There's been some situations where you'll see my ult do like 2,500. That's quite a bit for a tank, to be honest. Now, again, I've had some wins and some losses. Haven't we all? But Zapdos still plays a role in the game. Zapdos still going untouched. With this patch, it looks like. Which is, it is what it is. Every new Pokemon that's been out so far, Zapdos has not been, how you say, nerfed. Or looked at. Nothing. We just get like random buffs and nerfs to Pokemon. But Zapdos goes untouchable. So I wonder if they just don't deem him, I guess, a problem. But, you know, the community, everybody else, I think, so far deems Zapdos as an issue. But it is what it is. What can you do? We're only fans of the game, right? We only play because we love Pokemon. I see, look at this here again. I'm sitting here just dealing as much DPS as I can, and you saw I wasn't doing very much. But at the same time, Pikachu still had to deal with me, right? He wasn't going to get away from me. In that aspect. Thankfully, Lucario comes up to finish him off, because it probably would take me a long time to kill him. To be honest. And we're in a situation where we're still in a lead right now. But if the enemy team gets Zapdos, you know, they automatically win the game. Makes sense. Just like here, I do slows on Cinder, so he can't necessarily get away, which is fantastic. All you have to do is Rapid Spin, and then Water Spout. You can activate it while you're spinning, which is fantastic. And I can hit a whole team. You spin into a whole team. I've been seeing a lot more Wigglytuffs in my games too, by the way. I don't know why, but at the same time, she's so annoying to deal with. Like, if you like playing support Pokemon, she might be your girl. Not gonna lie. Been seeing some more Venusaur players, which is great. I love seeing Venusaur. I feel like his Solar Beam just chunks. There's so much DPS. Sometimes you can just snipe Zapdoses. They can snipe enemy teams. You don't even see it coming. This is going to be rough right here, man. I try to do the best that I can do when my whole team is dead. But we get in there. We're going in. We're definitely going in. Try my greatest. I don't know what I can do here. Got the Rapid Spin going, get the Water Spout, and I just couldn't do enough damage to take out the Zapdos. Situations like that, guys, man, you often find yourself in. It sucks. It happens. I mean, being Blastoise and stuff, I didn't do very much DPS. I am a wall. I'm there to protect my team as much as I can. In that aspect, if I had my ultimate up at that time, we might have been able to steal it and kill maybe one or two of them. But it was still on cooldown in that aspect. I mean, I'm sure there's other things I might have been able to do if I, was on top of it. I think I did okay. But hey, man, this is our first look at Blastoise. There will be a lot of wins and a lot of losses coming up, but there will be some guides, stuff coming on here. Once I show you guys how to play him, I want to say properly. I mean, we're gonna give him a couple more tries. But hey, man, this has been Pawse Plays. Hopefully, you guys stay safe out there with that hurricane coming through, all the water downpouring and stuff. Stay indoors, stay safe, man. Make sure you got your food and your water and your toilet paper. Sadly enough, because COVID's still a thing. But hey, man, this has been Pawse Plays. I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm gonna go ahead and head out.